morning, and thank you for being here with us this morning. We're Aqua Tech Pool Care.
So many people go to the pool with their family and friends and don't even give the dangers that could possibly occur a second thought. Chlorine is used in community and home pools, and it is used to control the algae pH and kill the bacteria that is found in the pool. If not controlled properly, these chemicals can cause severe dangers and traumas to children and patrons of the pool. And in 2008, a chlorine leak at a water park in Chicago sent several children to the hospital, leaving them with traumatic injuries such as blistering around their mouth, nose, hands, and shoulders. It also left them with severe skin irritations. So these children went to the water park for a day of fun and left with traumatic injuries that could have been prevented if the chlorine levels were controlled properly. A study done by Live Science in 2015 showed that nearly 5,000 people a year go to the hospitals related to chlorine and pool chemical injuries.
So at Aqua Tech, we want to end that epidemic by creating a new innovative way to measure chemicals in a pool.
I'm Eric Polakowski. I'm the product manager.
I'm Emily Drogi. I'm head of customer relations.
I'm Aaron Byron, and I'm the CEO.
I'm Matt Tamilio, and I'm head of design.
So what's the problem? It's a state law, and it's required at community pools for the managers and lifeguards to test the pH and chem levels every hour on the hour, and after they do this, they have to record them. This can become very time-consuming, it's a big hassle, and it's not always accurate. Currently, what they're using is a chem block like this. So what they do is they insert the chem block into the pool about halfway up into their elbow. They pour the drops of chemicals, shake it up, and hold it up to the sunlight. They compare the colors that are shown with the colors that are already on the block, and then they have to write it down in a chem log like this, and they have to do this every hour, and by the end of the month, they have to turn in a sheet to the state of Illinois.
So the customers that we're trying to reach, for example, are Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson is an owner of numerous pools in the community, such as at apartment complexes, at hotels, as well as at just your local rec center. We're choosing him because he stresses the safety of his pools to his lifeguards, as well as he wants the lifeguards to be able to focus on saving patrons, being a lifeguard rather than having to check chemicals. Also, another example of a person that we're trying to market toward is Mary Kane. She's a mom, as well as she manages a community pool in the area. She has kids, so she knows that she would not want anything to happen to the patrons that she wouldn't want to happen to her kids. So she stresses, again, the safety and the hassle-free aspect of checking chemicals.
So for our solution and design, we came up with a product that's a state-of-the-art technology that is in use in all technology today. We came up with a pool chemical reader that will fit underneath the ladder of your pool. It will be out of the way for children so they do not touch it, and it will not be any risk to people that are in your pool besides children. So we came up with our competitors. Our competitors is Sutro. As you can see, there is a floating device in their pool. I know when I was a kid, I used to take that little device or a chemical in the pool, and I used to throw it. So I don't think you would want that in your pool if you had one. So they have a cost of $3.99 per unit sold, and you would have to use their own chemicals. In community pools, which we are specializing in, they already buy their chemicals in bulk. So that means they already get the discounts off, and for us to sell to them, it would be more money. Also, Finn is exactly like Sutro, but there's a little bit different design. They are targeting home pools as well as we are doing community pools. They have a subscription of $548 per year, which is outrageous. And the little chemical pods, once your chemical levels are down, you would have to put those pods in, so you would have to pay extra money for those pods in your pool.
What makes us unique? We're having a slimmer design so community pools can insert that in their pool, and we're not also putting it above water, we're submerging it underneath, so it's also able to read it underneath the water. We're doing community pools because not community pools have the floating devices because of the patrons that are swimming in it. We're not doing a subscription, we're doing a one-time fee. You pay it, and once you buy it, you have benefits, and we include warranty. We're using their chemicals because if we use ours, it's going to cost us more money to endure them for us and then sell them to them.
Basically, our chemical reader, we're looking at we're estimating that our margins will be around 40% for for the product, and we're looking to sell it at at $400, $399, which is the same price as our competitors. And then the revenue that we think we can generate, the first year we think we can generate $123,000 in revenue, and by year 5 we estimate that we can reach $250,000 in revenue. We think this by growing at a conservative rate of 10% each year, and that $123,000 comes from our market share. Our TAM is just over $4 billion, and our SAM is just over $4 million, and we think our SAM is broken down by community pools more specifically. So we think our market share, we can take 0.1% of the SAM to get our market share of 123,000, and we think that is attainable.
Our minimal viable product is our explainer video. We're trying to explain our product as thoroughly as we can so everyone will understand what it's doing for them. Our landing page, so we have customers and whoever is interested in buying or seeing what chemicals and how to get an accurate pool reader chemical, and our Facebook promotion, so we understand how many people are going to view our Facebook page and who's interested in buying our product. Implementing it. We're trying to how would I say this? Engage into lifeguards and managers of the pool so they understand that what we have is easier and hassle-free, so they understand they can easily stay safer on focusing on saving the kids instead of checking chemicals every hour. And attaching a survey so we understand how many people would be interested in buying and using it. Our goals is actually our video explaining our product, how it's going to work, what they're going to do with it. Solidifying our problem so we know that it's actually working and solving the problem and creating it hassle-free. And our solution is matching the problem so everyone has no hassle.
So the timeline, we hope to begin to make the explainer video within the first 2 weeks, as well as start making a survey that we will attach to that explainer video. And then hopefully by the end of the month, between 1 and 2 months, we hope to be able to send out this video to different lifeguards and managers in the community so we can get their response on whether or not they would actually buy our product. And then after that, maybe week 5, around there, we would like to analyze the results and determine. Okay, so the cost, we're asking for $500 to buy a domain for our website, as well as to make a professional explainer video so that we can promote ourselves as a professional company to our hopefully future customers, as well as we'd like to purchase some Facebook promotions. These Facebook promotions can range from $5 up to $100, and they could easily reach thousands of people in one day, and we think that we can target those promotions to lifeguards, and therefore more people in the community can see our idea. So we're Aqua Tech Pool Care, and we're ready to answer any questions you might have.
So, the product itself, does it need to still be created, developed?
We understand what we're going to put into the product. We just need to buy our things that we're putting into it, like a motherboard. We talked to who'd you talk to?
I talked to Aqua Tech at our school, and we have all the plastics and what needed to make a basic structure. It's just very time consuming with a bunch of different dimensions, and the price of the plastic for one little 4x4 cube, it would be $50 just worth in plastic.
And we understand that to make a prototype of our product, it would cost thousands of dollars. We understand that. So we know that this product can be made because our competitors have done it. So we know that if we get the correct engineers and different people to help us, we can make this product a reality.
So once this product is made that you guys haven't made yet, does the lifeguard still have to check it every hour, or what, can you explain what you?
So what we would do, it's going to be going into the pool, behind the ladder, so it's out of the way from all the patrons, and people don't really see it, so they don't want to mess with it. So if the chemical levels fall too high or too low, you're actually going to be getting an alert to your phone, your email, or your computer, and that will alert the lifeguards to either adjust the chlorine or adjust the pH levels so that they can adjust the levels and make sure they're back to normal levels.
And then since this has to be recorded on an hourly basis currently, is there a requirement by the state of Illinois that number needs to be recorded hourly? Why do lifeguards do that? I'm assuming because there's a,
Because if they fall too high or too low, it can be dangerous for the pools. So they always want to check the chemicals because the chemicals can change very rapidly, due to like the amount of sunlight that's coming into the pool. So they check it every hour to make sure that the levels are safe, and if they're not safe, they have to adjust it. So they record them every hour, so the state knows what they're checking.
but is that like required by the state to record them every hour, is what I'm asking?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Installed.
so you still have to check it every hour?
You
Like
wouldn't
after
have
this-
to check it every hour because we would have the device in the water that's checking it. You would just still have to record it.
Like, okay, just record that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it need electrical hookup or is it running batteries?
So that's another thing we were discussing, possibly having like a solar power so it can be self-sufficient. Maybe like a solar power in the grass near the pool or in the floor deck of the pool. We were hoping to put maybe a solar panel so it can be self-sufficient. That was our plan for the power source.
So you're targeting communities, right? Community pools.
Community pools, yes.
So what's the process you use to verify that this is a widespread problem?
So I'm a lifeguard, and in the summer it's very tedious. I work at private pools companies, which is just I'm the only lifeguard by myself. So I have to kick everyone out of the pool while I physically get up from like watching kids from the pool. I have to go in the pool, and it takes me like about 5 to 10 minutes to test the chlorine levels. And if they are too high or too low, I have to adjust them, which then everyone has to get out of the pool while the chlorine comes back to safe levels.
Right, but how do you know
Yeah.
how widespread it
Yeah,
is? I
so
mean,
we actually went and talked to a pool manager at the community rec center down the street, and we went and interviewed her personally to see what she thought of our product. And she loved our product, and she thought that this was a problem that she would like to see fixed. And then we also talked to numerous lifeguards in the area, so some of her friends, we talked to them and see what they thought of the product, and they all liked it.
So you talked to 2-3 people, with the money, are you going to be able to survey a lot more people?
That's what we're hoping. We're hoping to go talk to the different managers in the area, such as at this community rec center down the street, as well as hopefully when it gets warmer outside, we have 5 or 6 community pools in the Schaumburg area alone. So hopefully when it gets warmer outside, we can go talk to those managers themselves and see what.
But community pool owners may not be on Facebook, right? Facebook's for a lot of gossip.
It's more so the park, it's more so the park districts.
True.
Like I made our Facebook page that we have, and I like followed the community pools, and I used some of my own money to promote our company already.
Right.
And I spent maybe $5, and I reached out to like 600 people, and for our Facebook page, I got like 25 follows.
But your customers are not people, right? Your customers are community owners.
Well, we will do residential pools too, but we're mainly going for community pools.
Fine, that's what I'm trying to understand. How is Facebook promotion helping you get to the community pool owners? All I'm saying is, are you sure that that's the best use of the money? Or is there other ideas you can think of where you can spend the money for community pool owners? That's just us.
Well, we were thinking Facebook because many people, there's millions of people on Facebook, and people talk to each other on a daily basis. So we're thinking that hopefully we can target, hopefully one of the viewers is a community pool owner. And on Facebook, you can specify like different characteristics that you want the person that you're trying to reach to have. So for example, you could target lifeguards or pool owners, and the promotion will specifically gear itself towards those people rather than just the widespread people with them.
Yeah, Facebook makes it really easy for you. Like it literally walks you through the process. Like it wants to help you promote your own business. But literally, like once Aaron said, you put like lifeguards or pool managers, gives you a little like interest bar. And you type that in the interest bar, and it'll send it out to only those people if you would like.
And also with Facebook, we hope to reach like private pool owners or like apartment pool complexes, so they will be interested in using our product too.
Because the one thought I was having is who owns the budget for that? Like if, a lifeguard doesn't make buying decisions
Yeah.
that we can have, so it's not the owner, it might be a board, it might be, like a village kind of a thing, so you have to make sure you're getting the people who actually have the authority to spend the money.
And the chemicals you talked about, you mentioned that you're relying on them to provide chemicals. I didn't quite understand. Is that?
So, at community pools, they buy chlorine and like pH and like all the chemicals that they use to put in the pool. They typically buy it in bulk, which it comes in really big numbers. And by doing this, they save a lot of money. So with our competitors, like they are for home pools, they sell their own chemicals, and they come in little pods that you just put in the pool, and they have to pay for that. So community pools typically already have a contract with another company buying out chemicals. So by us selling chemicals to them, it would make it more expensive, and they probably wouldn't be interested in buying the chemicals from us since they already have a source.
So your product is just the enclosure,
Just the device, yes.
just the device?
Mhm.
And that device is automated to send signals and things
Yes.
like that, you're relying on their chemicals?
Yes.
So is it like a one-time buy, like I have a, a condo association pool,
Mhm.
I buy it once, it has a lifespan of 3 to 5 years or something?
Yeah, but see, in any business proposition, you have to have recurring revenue,
That's
right? So
Yeah.
how do you get recurring revenue out of a one-time sale?
So one of the things we were thinking of, we're gonna do continuous updates, so like whether it be like with Bluetooth, or we're thinking of creating an app. So once we sell the product and get enough revenue, then we can maybe come back to the drawing board and create an app. So then the people who have already bought the product will get that update, so they'll be able to update the product and use it with the app. So
But the
it's more efficient.
expectation of most people who get apps are free updates,
Mhm.
all right?
Well, we
Yeah.
were thinking to make different updates to our product, such as increasing the range in which it can like reach at the pools, and like different upgrades on the products we hope to implement because we want to make just a basic product at the beginning that does the basic necessities, get the pool readings, and then send it to a computer of some form. Eventually, we want to start making upgrades to this to make it, for example, maybe like different colors or it can reach farther, and once we get those, then we can see if the customers would want to buy the upgrade specifically for their product, and that could be a
So
reason.
there's still a lot of homework you have to do, right, in this regard. So how are you spending the $500 then?
We would like to buy a domain for our website,
Right, so that's about $100, right?
and then we'd also like to start making a professional explainer video so that we can send it out to the people that own the pools and that work at the pools to make sure that they would actually like buy our products.
So that's another $100?
And then we'd also like to buy some Facebook promotions that can help our product get out to a wider range of people. So that could range anywhere from $5 to $100, depending on how many people you'd like it to
And
reach.
how much are you asking for?
$500.
I've got one question. Assuming everything goes well,
Mhm.
how much is it gonna cost to develop that product?
With all the materials, we are ranging about to $500 to cost to make a product.
the device?
The device, because of all the equipment that we need inside of the product and like the plastic, the cost of it, and if so, like while we upgrade it, we could make it into like a tougher
Are you talking about how to make a prototype or?
Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
asking
the
how much
prototype. The prototype could range from $5,000 to $10,000 because we still have to talk to different engineers to help us get our product to market. So it would be quite expensive.
So
to
have you
make.
thought about a different way of, because the purpose of a prototype is to get feedback, right? So is there
Yeah.
any other way you can get feedback where you don't have to spend $5 or $10,000?
When I talked to Applied Tech, they said everything in one little box form, it would probably cost maybe like $150.
Yeah, I understand. If you're going to make all that, you're gonna cost money. What I'm asking is, have you thought of, hey, how can I get some feedback without even making the product?
Or what we could do is we could have actually, like, one of us could stay by the pool, by the chemical reader, and we ourselves could reach in and do the process for them, so they can feel what it feels like to not have to do the process, and then we can still send them the updates via email, via text message, to have them add the chemicals to the pool. That could be our.
So the last thing I'll mention is on your slides, please have your names on your team. Right? You have a team slide but no names.
Okay.
So-
And the rules, that is great that you guys gave the rules, but up on the pictures.
Are we good? Yeah.